Hey everybody, Jake here, and today I just want to talk about my top 5 fountain pens for this year. The year is wrapping up, so I'm going to go ahead and go through my top 5 pens that I own this year. As a heads up, there are 2 of them that I have not reviewed, but those reviews will be coming shortly. But let's go ahead and jump into it with a runner-up. And I'm sure some of you guys might see this one coming, at least somewhere on this list. First and only real runner-up, because I don't want to do a total huge list of them, is going to be the TWSBI 580 All. This is a fantastic fountain pen. The medium nib is very, very smooth. It has a decent sized ink capacity, and I love the color of it. And I really like TWSBI's build quality. For the price that you can get these easily in most places, it's a really, really, really good pen. I like that they come with all the tools to disassemble and maintain the pen. And overall, I can't recommend this pen enough if you're looking for something around the $50 to $60 price range. Very, very good choice. And it just narrowly missed this list. All right, time for number 5. It's going to be the TWSBI Vac 700. I have a Nemesign re-entry nib. I get asked a lot about that. It's Nemesign re-entry. That's like the kind of burnt steel color. Very smooth nib. I like it quite a lot. I love the vacuum filler. Just filling up the pen is exciting. It's kind of cool. That sounds really lame, but it has a huge ink capacity. Very nice in the hand. Decent length. I have a few gripes with it, but overall, it's a fantastic, fantastic pen, and I use it constantly. Even having pens that are a little higher price than this, I still enjoy this pen regularly. So if you're looking for a vacuum filler, your only real options are this one, the Pilot Custom 823, and some Visconti stuff, and of course the miniature version of this. I highly recommend them. I love the vacuum filler mechanism. It's probably my favorite filling mechanism at the moment. Alright, time for number 4. And I'm still kind of torn about this one even right now as I'm recording this. But I just started using this pen a couple days ago. It's actually my wife's pen that I got her for Christmas. But after I used it, I knew it had to be on this list. It's fantastic. And honestly, once I've had it for a while, maybe next year's list, when I purchase my own, it may very well be at the number 3 spot, at least, at the current list. This is the Pilot E95S, and I didn't think much about this pen. You don't hear much about this pen. I remember Ryan Goulet at some point had called it kind of underrated, and at the time I didn't think anything about it. But this is a fantastic, fantastic pen. I love it. It uncaps just by like a pull kind of thing. Very smooth, lovely, lovely, lovely pen. And you post it to use it because it's too short normally. Beautiful inlaid nib. It is 14 karat gold. Very, very nice nib. Love it. I like the aesthetic of the pen, the length of it. There are a few gripes that I'll go over in my full review of it, but this pen is fantastic, and the nib is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful nib on this. Probably one of my favorite nibs I've ever used. It is a medium. It's very, very smooth, very, very wet. Like it a lot. My only real complaint is the ink capacity on that, but it's kind of a pocket pen. But if you're looking for a high-end pocket pen, this is the way to go. Alright, number 3, and I'm sure you guys knew this would make it onto the list, the Platinum 3776. This is a fantastic, fantastic pen. Especially the price you can get them for. In America, you can get them for, $160, $170, whatever they're currently at. And at that price, it's a good pen. There are others in that price range I probably recommend a little bit more, just from my experience. But it's still a good pen at that price. But if you are able to get over to Japan or pick it up by some other, kind of gray market means, you can get this pen very cheap. I picked mine up in Japan at Yodobashi Camera for $60. I think the converter was an extra like 500 yen or something. But this is a fantastic, fantastic gold nib pen for the price. It's a little small, but you can always post it. Wonderful gold nib. It is a little stiff, but it writes very, very well. It uses Platinum's proprietary converter, which is kind of a pain, but you know what? It's a decent converter. So that's number 3. Very classic design kind of fountain pen, and I like it quite a bit, especially for the price that I paid. All right, on to number 2. This is also a recent pickup. It may be in the number 1 spot, honestly, but I didn't want to include it there yet because I haven't had it for, just a couple weeks now, or about a week. This is going to be the Lamy 2000. So this is a medium nib like I usually get, but this is a fantastic pen. I love this thing. The nib is so smooth. The size and weight are fantastic. It is a piston filler, which I'll kind of show you here. I don't want to twist it too much, but you can kind of see the separation gap. Normally, though, if you're just looking at the pen, it's a little difficult to see. But it's a great, great pen. It posts very deeply if you prefer to use it that way. And the nib is just so, so smooth. And it's such a wet writer. It may actually take over my ink reviews just because of how much ink it puts down. But yeah, there are a few gripes with it, but it's overall, it's a fantastic pen, and the design's really nice. So that's our number 2. The number 1 pen. The one I use the most, the one that I enjoy writing with the most at the moment. That might change. The Pilot Vanishing Point. This pen is great. I love it. I love the convenience of the clicking mechanism. I love the nibs on these. The flow is very nice. Only real problem is the ink capacity. If the ink capacity were larger, this would probably be one of the best pens I've ever wrote with. Kind of hard to make it any larger, but great, great pen. It's a good size. The clip's nice. The price is decent. Both it and the Lamy are in very similar price ranges. And I think I'd have a hard time deciding between just one of them. But for now, this is the number 1 pen for me. It's a great, great, great pen. So I'll go ahead and line these up for you guys real quick, and then we'll do just a quick writing sample. So that's number 1. Number 2, a lot of black in this. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. And also, I guess I can kind of scoot these down and bring in the runner-up pen. I really wish they offered the Lamy 2000 in more colors. It'd be great in, red or something, or blue. So there it is. So we have runner-up, number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll go ahead and do a very quick writing sample with all of these. I'm going to get them out of the way without damaging any of them. Especially that E95S. My wife's loving it so far. I completely understand why I need to pick it up in the red and silver finish. Okay. So first up, we have this is the TWSBI 580 All. Let me go ahead and focus just on the paper. And just kind of a spoiler alert, every single one of these has a medium nib. They're all from different manufacturers though. Some are, Western medium, some are Japanese medium, so take that for what you will. But if you're looking for a very, very smooth nib, I highly recommend either the Lamy or the E95S. They're both great. I forgot to mention, this is the TWSBI Vac 700R. Slight difference, doesn't really matter all that much. They're both great pens. I was honestly really surprised by how smooth the Pilot E95S was. I used it very briefly when we initially looked at the pen, but when I later picked it up for her for a Christmas gift, and I got to use it for an extended period of time, it really blew me away with just the quality of it, and I love the design and everything else. Even though it's a smaller pen, I enjoy it quite a bit. And like I said, it's not very far from taking over the Platinum's spot. The only thing that I really would consider better on the Platinum at all would maybe be the ink capacity. And I'll go over a quick rundown of all these inks in just a moment as well. A lot of these have Pilot Iroshizuku Asagao. And a couple of them also have Monteverde Purple Rain. Okay, we're going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, so real quick, the purples are both Monteverde Monteverde Purple Rain. These two here are Pilot Iroshizuku Asagao. This here is Diamine Pumpkin with a little bit of Apache Sunset Noodlers. And the Lamy red is Pilot Momiji, or Pilot Iroshizuku Momiji, my bad. But there's the pens, just top 5 for the year. I do have a top 5 ink and top 5 knife pen videos that I'll be posting soon. But those are the top 5 pens that I own for the moment. That's very likely to change next year as I kind of, add more to the collection. But for now, that's what I'm using the most. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what your top 5 pens for the year are, or your favorite pen. And just let me know. Maybe I can read through some of the recommendations, pick something up. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep an eye out for the upcoming other top 5 videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.